One of the most dreadful moments in our personal and professional lives are instances when we would enter into difficult conversations. An appointment to fire an employee carries inevitable emotional and political risks which influence different parts of the company, from customer to employee relationships. Unfortunately, people often miscarry these critical moments. Emotions are in play, and tendencies to exaggerate and be defensive complicate the entire ordeal. Joseph Grenny shared how research showed that preparation is the primary predictor of success in such crucial conversations. And he gives us 4 things to do to dramatically enhance one's performance in these tough conversations. 1. Get your motives right. Difficult conversations often root back to complex stories and relationships. Motivations may run from short-term, long-term, personal, and/or institutional motives. It is crucial to begin these conversations by assessing your motives. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Evaluate your intentions for yourself, for the other person, for the relationship, and the stakeholders involved. The objective assessment will result in clarity and peace. 2. Get your emotions right. One of the worst things we can bring in these difficult moments would be flaring emotions. We want to keep our emotions in check to allow an unbiased and productive conversation. This requires an internal check on what we think of the situation, the person, and our role. Playing victim and blaming the other person doesn't help, but rather fuels negative emotions. This detachment brings more damage than resolution. These critical moments require maturity to be honest with ourselves and the other person. 3. Gather the facts. Tough conversations are defined by the presence of opposing views, but an objective assessment requires an unprejudiced evaluation of both sides. The value of practicing due diligence by collecting facts and challenging one's own assumptions is vital in eliciting a two-way conversation. It is important to share one's evidence and logic that lead to the conclusion. This allows the person to better understand and appreciate your reasoning. 4. Get curious. While we strive to do our best to deliver the information or argument well, a conversation needs to be a two-way process. Our posture requires confidence, but also a sincere curiosity and understanding the person on the other end of the table. We must listen and be curious of any perspectives we might have missed, and fundamentally be compassionate and conversant. There are no shortcuts in going through a tough conversation. While we cannot control the response of our audience, we can control our mindset and composure in entering in. Properly preparing our head and heart brings us halfway through the difficult conversation. All that is left is saying it right. How then will you prepare for your next tough conversation?